Hi, I'm Miguel Espinosa. I'm art lead on Escherreal. So the first time Dusty talked to me about Rafi, he said, think about a combination between Silent Bob and Hoagie from Day of the Tentacle. So this is a kind of laid-back, losery character. He is probably going to be evolving throughout the game. So we're going to be bringing him to from a state of relative ignorance to a state of enlightenment. Escher is basically just a caricature on Escher himself, his pictures, a lot of exaggerated features for humor. The apartment was made to be a modular. We made a bunch of pieces that were supposed to be put together on the grid exactly. We have a guide that was given to us by Seth, since he has this architectural background, so he has experience with this. We did not use those pieces to build the apartment ourselves. Basically, we gave the pieces to the production team, and they used those pieces to build the apartment. That saved us a lot of time before vertical slice. That is how we got it done. However, we had a lot of complaints about the place not looking very Escher-like. Did not have the Escher elements, like arches and various things that you would expect to find in an Escher piece. We are trying to fix that now with the new puzzle level. We are having a lot more freedom art-wise. However, it is taking a lot more work to have to put everything together and at the same time. However, I do think that we are getting a better result.
I'm Caitlin Trout. I'm the technical artist / 3D general artist on Escherreal. So bringing Rafi to life has a lot to do with rigging and deciding how you want him to move and what tools you want to give to the animator. In our case, we have just a standard biped rig that we're using for Rafi, mostly just because we're not going to have a ton of cinematic shots, so we don't have to have real complex rigs. But with bringing him to life, we had to think about, he's this jolly, sort of fat, or maybe not just sort of, really fat character. So some of the fun things that we got to implement with him were just this giant belly, and there's a control, and kind of you can shake it like that. He's wearing a coat, so we add in controls for overlapping action, and his coat flaps kind of following and billowing behind him. So yeah, just as a technical artist, I'd done some animating, but that's not my specialty. But you want to give really awesome tools to the animators, and be able to do that, you have to understand the way you want him to move, the way you want him to act, and what kind of personality you want to infuse in him. So for the exporter tool, Laura came up to me and was like, we're building a level builder and we need to orient the FBXs correctly. Could you build a tool for me that would do all of that for us? So when we export models for our game, we'd automatically export FBXs as well in the correct orientation. That was the problem. We were having a lot of weird models get put into our level builder that were weird orientations, and they were too big or too small, and so we needed something that would make all of that uniform and just do it for us. So the exporter tool, what it does, it allows you to select multiple things in the scene, give it the correct orientation, zero out all the stuff, set what kind of meshes you want to export. So either a vision model or a static mesh is the two options. And yeah, so then once you pick all those stuff, it will then export it to the correct directory and then upload it to Perforce. And so I worked with Laura with that a bit. Laura wrote the batch files that essentially dealt with the Perforce, and then I wrote the Python script in Maya that would then call those batch files appropriately with the right models. And yeah, so that way we could sort of make the whole process a lot quicker. I mean, so far it has been interesting to fix a few of the bugs, but that's the way tech is. So, but yeah, I think it'll definitely save us a lot of time in the long run.
Hi, my name is Aaron Cesarik, and I'm an environmental artist on Escherreal. Environmental modelers, they have to work very quick and they have to be very flexible, and doing things in modularity helps us make things really fast, and then it helps us iterate through different variations of what we make very quickly too, and it gives the producers the flexibility of what they need to show us different configurations of the models we provide, because modular kits are basically like Legos. And when it comes to the organic elements, first let me say the particular kits that I'm working on Escherreal are the fountain aqueduct pieces, which are geometric, so they're pretty easy to line up. But then the other ones I'm working on right now are the vines, the grapevines, which are very kind of organic and irregular, and they're offset in different ways. So it's hard to predict on the grid where the second one, the organic vines, are going to line up to each other, because they also have two ends. So, well, most pieces have two ends, and these pieces have to be able to snap together.